What's good, YouTube? This is AOC85 here, and I'm here to bring you guys part 6 of the Heavenly Host, aka the Synchro, the extra deck lineup. My camera was busted for a while now, and I was able to upload one video using a kind of a junky cell phone. I didn't really like it, so I'm glad that my camera is finally up and running. But yeah, by popular demand, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching the channel. Appreciate the subscribes, appreciate all the comments, both the positive comments about how you guys like the channel, the comments about, I think one dude, I forget his name, corrected me on one of my, I guess, something I said in terms of a monster effects. Can't exactly remember who the guy was, but I appreciate that correction. And just all the love that you guys have been showing me. So, before I get all sentimental and shit, let me get right down to the extra deck lineup. So, for the Agent Fairy Monsters extra deck, we have one copy of Trishula, one copy of Scrap Dragon, one copy of Thought Ruler Archfiend, one copy of Avenging Knight Parshath. In case you guys forgot, this is a level 8 Synchro Tuner, 2600 attack, 2100 defense. He's Synchro summoned with one tuner and one or more non-tuner light monsters. And once per turn, you can change the battle position of one face-up monster your opponent controls. And when he's attacking the defense position monster, he does piercing damage. Which means he inflicts battle damage, blah blah blah. You guys know what piercing damage is. That's another video I'm going to have soon, talking about the new changes Konami are going to make to the cards, but that's a video for another day. Anyway, Avenging Knight Parshath. I love piercing damage. I love fairies. I love level 8 Synchro monsters, so he's a pretty nice fit for me in this deck. I really like him a lot. Alright, moving on. We have Light End Dragon, a level 8 Dragon Synchro, 2600 attack, 2100 defense, just like Avenging Knight Parshath. He's Synchro summoned using one tuner and one more non-tuner light monsters, and his effects reads: when you declare an attack, you can activate this card's effects. If you do, this card loses 500 attack and defense permanently, and the monster it is battling loses 1500 attack and defense until the end phase. So this guy is able to run over quite a few monsters. Seeing as he loses 500 attack and defense, that would put him at, for the first attack, put him at 2100 attack and I believe 1600 defense, if my math is still good after being done with school this semester. So let's do this. Think about this mathematically. If the opposing monster he battles is losing 1500 attack, that means, let's say, the strongest monster he can battle and take down or suicide with would be a monster that has 3500 attack. So he can go toe to toe to Thor and destroy him by battle, because Thor would lose 1500 attack, bringing him down to 2000. While he loses 500 attack, bringing him down just a smidgen above 2100. And that's even before he's backed by a card like Onyx or anything. So he's a pretty nifty card. I like him a lot. Or her. I don't know. She was Jazz's card from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX that never got to see the light of day. So I'm glad Konami actually printed it as a Synchro monster. Pretty sexy. And pretty easy to Synchro summon in this all-light base fairy deck. Alright, moving on. We have Stardust Dragon, he's a staple. Black Rose Dragon, just so you guys can see, it goes, so it's hard to see it with the glare, but that's Black Rose. We have Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is pretty good against other matchups that uses field spell cards like Gravekeepers, Dragoonides, mirror matches for people who use the Sanctuary in the Sky. You just pop their field spell, gain 1000 life points, or pop your own and gain 1000 life points in case you want to go. You're needing to use a Solemn Warning and you only have 2000 or lower life points. Well, actually, if it's 2000 or lower, you can't really use Solemn Warning, can you? Even if it's a 1000 life point gain. So yeah, 2000 or above is pretty good for reigniting Solemn Warnings, and just 3000 big booty. In case the little kids are watching this, it's a 3000 attack monster with 3000 defense monster, which means you can't get over stuff. For those of us who are adults, you know what that means. She's a big booty bitch. Alright, we have Ancient Fairy, Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Level 7 Synchro. You guys know what she does. She gains life points. She gains life points equal to the difference between your opponent's life points and yours if it's higher. And she loses life points in case... she loses life points equal to the difference if your life points are lower than your opponent's. When she's destroyed by battle, you can pay 1,000 life points to special summon this card. So it's slightly recurring. Level 7, which means that it's a nice push for game if you're above your opponents in life points, because she can get really big really fast, especially if they're using Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Tools. And yeah, I do side decks from Solemn Warning mainly because of this card, but I'll bring you guys a new video with another version of the Ancient Fairy deck, which I've been testing around and I kind of like a little bit better. Then we have Gaia Knight, Brionac, Flameville, Iroquois, another level 6 Piercer monster. I love Piercers, especially with all those tokens and defense position plays. Even if they bounce it with Penguin Soldier or destroy it with Raikou, I'm putting in some damage to them, so it's all good to me. Magical Android, Light Psychic monster who revives life points just like Thought Ruler Archfiend. Of course, out of Justice Cataster for the douchebags who want to summon him against all my light fairies, and for the douchebags who like using monsters like Scrap Dragon and all the other douchebag monsters that are not dark monsters. And Armory Arm. Armory Arm is a new addition to the side deck, to the extra deck, sorry. Obviously, I'm not going for Armory Arm OTKs, but what I'm going for is that 1,000 attack boosts, the burn damage, and you know, all that shenanigans. Especially if you have a card like him, and then equip it to Avenging Knight Parsheth, switch the monster to defense position, go for piercing damage. That's what, 3,600 potentially, or at least anywhere 3,600 or below. At the very least, it's going to be 0 if they have a 3,600 defense position monster, which is highly unlikely, which means you're going for high amounts of damage. But then you do burn damage, you do piercing damage. It's a lot of shit that can go on in one turn. So yeah, YouTube, this is the extra deck for my Agent Fairy deck. I'm going to bring you guys version 2.0 probably today, if not tomorrow. But as usual, thank you for watching. Leave any comments down below. Subscribe. Please, appreciate all the current subscriptions. And I'm looking forward to the future ones. And as usual, peace out.